Here's something that might surprise you. Poor circulation doesn't just make your feet cold, it actually triples your risk of falling. And what's even more startling is that one specific drink can start reversing this damage within hours. Not days, not weeks, hours. I'm Dr. Naira, urologist and pelvic surgeon, and if you've ever felt uncertain about declining circulation or wondered if there's a safe, natural way to support your vascular health, stay with us. We're here to help you understand your body with clarity and comfort. Today, I'm going to walk you through 10 different drinks, ranked from least to most effective, so you know exactly which ones actually support circulation and which ones fall short. The drink at the top of this list has been shown to widen arteries by up to 30%. That's the difference between shuffling carefully at night and walking with genuine confidence. The difference between persistently cold, numb feet and legs that respond the way they should. And here's what might surprise you most. It's probably already in your kitchen. You just may not be using it correctly. What I'm about to share might contradict some of the advice you've received before. But by the end of this conversation, you'll understand why your circulation may have worsened even when you followed all the recommended guidelines. Let me help you understand what's taking place inside your body right now. After age 60, your blood vessels begin producing significantly less nitric oxide, sometimes as much as 70% less. Nitric oxide is the key molecule that keeps your arteries relaxed and open. Without adequate levels, your blood vessels literally begin to narrow. They become stiffer, less flexible, and your blood has a harder time reaching your feet. This isn't just about having cold toes. When circulation declines, a cascade of problems follows. Your muscles don't receive enough oxygen, waste products accumulate, nerve sensitivity can deteriorate. And what concerns me most as a physician is this. Tiny clots can begin forming in those narrowed vessels. You can't see them, you can't feel them forming, but they're there, quietly multiplying. The conventional medical approach often focuses on aspirin, increased movement, and leg elevation. And yes, those interventions help to some degree, but they're addressing symptoms rather than the root cause, your body's declining nitric oxide production. And here's the encouraging news. This decline isn't inevitable, it's reversible, but you need to understand the underlying biology before we discuss the drinks that can help. Here's what makes all the difference. Certain drinks actually prompt your body to produce nitric oxide again. This isn't mysterious or magical. It's straightforward biochemistry, supported by over 3,000 clinical studies. Your body converts specific compounds found in these drinks directly into nitric oxide. When nitric oxide floods your system, your arteries begin to relax within minutes. Medical professionals call this vasodilation. Essentially, your blood vessels opening like clear highways instead of remaining constricted like blocked side streets. When this occurs, blood flow to your legs can increase by 40 to 60% in a single day, and you feel it. The heaviness lifts, the cramping eases, your feet begin to warm. Over the following weeks, genuine healing takes place. New tiny blood vessels form, nerve function improves, and your fall risk decreases significantly. But here's the critical part. Not all circulation drinks are equally effective. Some provide minimal benefit. Some work but carry undesirable side effects. And a select few are genuinely transformative and cost very little per serving. I've spent considerable time reviewing the research, consulting with vascular specialists, and evaluating these options. I'm going to rank all 10 for you right now, starting with those that barely make a difference. Drink Thakur 10 plain water. Let's begin with the obvious, plain water. Yes, you absolutely need water. Dehydration makes your blood thicker, which naturally slows circulation. But here's what we need to be honest about. Water alone does very little for circulation after 60. Research from the Journal of Applied Physiology found that hydration improved blood flow by only about 8% in older adults. That's simply not enough to make a meaningful difference when you're dealing with a 70% reduction in nitric oxide production. The reason is straightforward. Water doesn't contain the nitrate compounds that trigger vasodilation. It maintains baseline function. Think of it as preventing your car from breaking down versus actually improving its performance. You need water, drink it throughout the day, but don't expect it to restore your circulation on its own. Score 2 out of 10. Essential for overall health, but insufficient for circulation improvement. Drink number 9, green tea. Green tea receives a lot of attention, and yes, it contains catechins that support vascular function. But the effect on leg circulation specifically is quite modest. The research shows green tea increases what we call flow-mediated dilation by roughly 12%. That's better than water, but still underwhelming. Here's why it falls short. The catechins in green tea work slowly. They improve the function of your blood vessel lining over months, not hours. There's also a consistency issue. Green tea only works if you drink it regularly for 8 to 12 weeks. Miss several days, and you lose the benefits. Additionally, the caffeine can actually cause blood vessel constriction in some people, which works against your goal. Don't misunderstand me. Green tea offers other benefits: antioxidants, metabolic support, cognitive health. But for leg circulation after 60, it simply doesn't work quickly enough. One more thing, most people prepare it incorrectly. Boiling water destroys about half the beneficial catechins. You need water at approximately 170 degree Nairas for maximum benefit. Score 3 out of 10, modest benefits that develop very slowly. Drink number 8, tart cherry juice. Now we're making some progress. Tart cherry juice contains anthocyanins that help reduce arterial stiffness. A study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that tart cherry juice improved blood flow by 18% after 12 weeks of daily consumption. The anthocyanins reduce inflammation in your blood vessel walls, allowing them to relax more easily. But here's the concern: it contains significant sugar. A single cup contains approximately 30 grams of sugar, which can spike insulin and potentially impair circulation in the short term. You're essentially taking one step forward while taking 2 steps back. It's also expensive. Quality tart cherry juice typically costs about $8 per bottle. If you're drinking it daily, that adds up quickly. My assessment? Tart cherry juice does work, but slowly, and the sugar content makes it a questionable choice if you have diabetes or prediabetes, which honestly, many people over 60 do. If you decide to try it, dilute it significantly, 1 part juice to 3 parts water, and drink it only in the morning to minimize blood sugar impact. Score 4 out of 10. Works but has significant drawbacks that limit its usefulness. Drink number 7, pomegranate juice. Pomegranate juice is more potent than cherry juice. It contains punicalagins, which are powerful antioxidants that protect nitric oxide from breaking down too quickly in your system. Here's what the research demonstrates. Pomegranate juice increased blood flow by 22% in older adults after 4 weeks. That's significant. One study also showed it reduced arterial plaque by 30% over the course of a year. The mechanism is quite elegant. Instead of merely producing more nitric oxide, pomegranate juice protects the nitric oxide you already have by stopping free radicals from destroying it. But again, we encounter the sugar problem. Pomegranate juice actually contains even more sugar than tart cherry, about 32 grams per cup, and it's quite expensive, typically $12 to $15 per bottle. My perspective, pomegranate juice is effective if you can afford it and tolerate the sugar. But there are better options higher on this list that cost a fraction of the price. If you choose to use it, buy the pure product with no added sugars and dilute it heavily. Score 5 out of 10. Effective but expensive and high in sugar. Drink number 6, cocoa drink. Dark chocolate drinks made from real cocoa powder are legitimate circulation supporters. The flavonols in cocoa genuinely increase nitric oxide production. A comprehensive analysis of 42 studies found that cocoa improved blood flow by an average of 24%. And importantly, the effect begins within 2 hours of drinking it. You actually feel it. Your legs warm slightly. The tingling sensation improves. It's a real, measurable effect. But you must prepare this correctly. I'm not talking about hot chocolate packets loaded with sugar. I'm talking about pure unsweetened cocoa powder mixed with hot water or milk. The ideal amount is 20 to 30 grams of cocoa powder per day, which provides about 500 to 700 milligrams of flavonols, the therapeutic range. The challenge? It tastes quite bitter without sweetener. And if you add sugar or honey, you're back to the same problem we encountered with the juices. My solution: add a small amount of stevia or monk fruit sweetener. 0 blood sugar impact, but you still get the circulation benefits. Score 6 out of 10. Highly effective when prepared correctly. Drink number 5, watermelon juice. Now we're entering what I consider the top tier. Watermelon juice is a genuine nitric oxide powerhouse. Here's why. It's loaded with L-citrulline, an amino acid that your body converts directly into nitric oxide. And watermelon contains more of it than almost any other food. One 16-ounce glass provides approximately 1,000 milligrams of L-citrulline. Studies show that watermelon juice improved arterial function by 28% after 6 weeks of daily consumption. It also meaningfully reduced blood pressure and decreased arterial stiffness. The effect on leg circulation specifically is quite remarkable. People report warmer feet within 3 hours of drinking it. The heavy, achy feeling in the legs diminishes within about a week. Unlike other juices, watermelon has a lower glycemic impact. Yes, it contains natural sugars, but they're offset by the high water content. The limitation? Availability. Fresh watermelon juice is really only practical during summer months, unless you're purchasing whole watermelons year-round, which becomes expensive and inconvenient. But if you can access it regularly, watermelon juice absolutely deserves a place in the top 5. Score: 7 out of 10, excellent results, but limited seasonal availability. Drink number 4, hibiscus tea. Here's one that rarely gets discussed: hibiscus tea. This is genuinely underappreciated. Hibiscus contains organic acids and anthocyanins that lower blood pressure and improve blood flow. But the real benefit lies in how it affects your endothelium, the delicate inner lining of your blood vessels. When this lining is damaged, circulation collapses. A 6-week study found that hibiscus tea reduced blood pressure by 11 points and improved blood flow by 31%. 31%. And people notice results relatively quickly, often within 10 days. The cramping eases. The numbness begins to fade. It's also remarkably affordable, about $3 for a box that lasts a month. Here's how to prepare it. Steep 2 hibiscus tea bags in hot water for 10 minutes. Drink it twice daily, morning and evening. The taste is pleasantly tart, almost like cranberry. If you prefer a touch of sweetness, add a tiny bit of stevia. The one caution: hibiscus can lower blood pressure significantly. So if you're already taking blood pressure medication, please consult your doctor before using this regularly. Score: 8 out of 10. Powerful, affordable, and relatively fast-acting. Drink Thurnger 3 celery juice. Celery juice became quite popular a few years ago, and many of the claims surrounding it were exaggerated. But for circulation specifically, the science is solid. Celery is absolutely packed with natural nitrates. Your body converts these nitrates into nitric oxide through a fascinating process that actually begins in your mouth. Bacteria on your tongue convert nitrates to nitrites. Then your stomach acid converts those nitrites to nitric oxide. One 16-ounce glass of celery juice delivers approximately 250 milligrams of nitrates. That's enough to increase blood flow by 35 to 40% within about 3 hours. Athletes have used celery juice for years to enhance performance, but it works equally well for older adults working to preserve their leg circulation. The research supports this. A study published in the journal Hypertension found that dietary nitrates from vegetables improve circulation more effectively than synthetic supplements. Fresh celery juice is ideal. You'll need a juicer. 4 to 5 large celery stalks make about 1 glass. Drink it on an empty stomach first thing in the morning for maximum absorption. The taste is distinctive. It's salty, earthy, very green tasting, not particularly pleasant. But if you're genuinely committed to improving your circulation, it's tolerable. Score: 8.5 out of 10. Extremely effective, though the taste and equipment requirement are barriers for some. Drink number 2, arugula smoothie. Arugula is the highest natural source of dietary nitrates available. Pound for pound, it surpasses every other vegetable in nitrate content. 2 cups of arugula contain approximately 480 milligrams of nitrates. That's substantial. When you blend arugula into a smoothie with some fruit to balance the peppery taste, you're creating what is genuinely a circulation enhancer. Studies show that nitrate-rich leafy greens improve blood flow by 42% after just 2 weeks of daily consumption. 42%. Here's a simple recipe: 2 cups arugula, 1 cup blueberries, half a banana, 1 cup unsweetened almond milk. Blend until smooth and drink it immediately because nitrates begin degrading quickly after blending. The effect on leg circulation is quite dramatic. Within a week, most people report significantly reduced cramping, warmer feet, and improved walking endurance. Within a month, you can often see visible improvements in skin color and texture on the legs. The only reason this isn't number one is practicality. Not everyone wants to drink a green smoothie every single day. It requires preparation and commitment. You need fresh arugula regularly. But if you can commit to this daily habit, it works more effectively than many prescription medications for circulation. Score: 9 out of 10, extraordinarily powerful, but requires genuine daily commitment. Drink number 1, beetroot juice. Here we are, the absolute most effective circulation drink, beetroot juice. Beets contain the highest concentration of dietary nitrates in a truly drinkable form. One 8-ounce glass delivers approximately 300 to 400 milligrams of nitrates, depending on the beets themselves. Your body converts these nitrates into nitric oxide with remarkable efficiency. Blood flow increases by 30 to 50% within 2 to 3 hours. This has been proven through flow-mediated dilation tests, blood pressure measurements, and arterial stiffness assessments. But here's what makes beetroot juice truly exceptional. It works quickly, and the effects are sustained. Unlike some beverages that provide a temporary boost, beetroot juice produces lasting improvements in vascular function. A landmark study in the Journal of Applied Physiology followed older adults who drank beetroot juice daily for 15 days. The results were striking: 45% improvement in leg blood flow, 38% reduction in arterial stiffness, 22% improvement in walking endurance, significant reduction in claudication pain, cramping during walking. People consistently report feeling warmer legs within hours. The cramping stops within days, and within 2 weeks, the difference is often life-changing. Here's how to use it properly. Drink 8 ounces of pure beetroot juice every morning on an empty stomach. This timing is critical. Empty stomach means maximum absorption. Buy pure beetroot juice with no added ingredients. Just pressed beets, nothing else. Most grocery stores now carry it for about $6 to $8 per bottle. You can also make your own if you have a juicer. 4 medium beets make approximately 8 ounces of juice. The taste is earthy and naturally sweet. Some people genuinely enjoy it. Others tolerate it because the results are so meaningful. 2 important notes. First, your urine might turn slightly pink. Please don't be alarmed, it's completely harmless. It's called biaturia and occurs in about 10 to 15% of people. Second, beets contain oxalates, so if you have a history of kidney stones, please consult your doctor before drinking beetroot juice regularly. But for the vast majority of people over 60 who are struggling with leg circulation, beetroot juice is the single most effective drink you can consume. Score: 10 out of 10, maximum effectiveness, proven results, affordable, and readily available. Let me give you a practical plan. Start with beetroot juice every morning. 8 ounces on an empty stomach. This becomes your foundation. In the afternoon, add either hibiscus tea or celery juice if you want to accelerate results. You don't need both. Pick one and stay consistent. If you want maximum impact, rotate in the arugula smoothie 3 to 4 times per week. Here's the timeline you can expect. Within 3 days, you'll likely feel warmer legs. Within a week, the cramping diminishes noticeably. Within 2 weeks, you'll notice improved walking ability and reduced fall risk within a month. Your circulation will have improved so dramatically that your doctor may be genuinely surprised at your next checkup. But consistency is absolutely everything. You cannot drink beetroot juice for 3 days and expect permanent results. This needs to become a daily habit, just like taking your medications or brushing your teeth. The difference is this actually works, and it costs approximately $30 per month. Compare that to prescription medications that can cost hundreds and often come with extensive lists of side effects. Let me help you avoid the most common errors. First, don't consume these drinks immediately with food. You need them on an empty stomach for maximum nitrate absorption. Wait about 30 minutes before eating. Second, don't use mouthwash right after drinking nitrate-rich beverages. Mouthwash kills the beneficial bacteria in your mouth that convert nitrates to nitrites. You're essentially destroying the benefits. Third, don't expect overnight miracles. You'll feel some improvement relatively quickly, but complete vascular healing takes weeks. Fourth, never stop your prescribed medications without consulting your doctor. These drinks support circulation, but you need medical supervision for any significant changes to your treatment plan. And finally, don't buy processed, sugar-loaded versions of these drinks. Purity matters tremendously. Read labels carefully. Avoid added sugars, preservatives, and artificial ingredients. Here's the fundamental truth. Your body wants to heal. Your blood vessels want to function properly, but they need the right support. For decades, you've likely been told that circulation decline is simply an inevitable part of aging. That's not accurate. It's preventable, it's reversible, but you must give your body what it needs. These drinks provide concentrated doses of the precise compounds your vascular system requires to produce nitric oxide effectively. You're not fighting aging, you're correcting a nutritional deficiency that modern diets have created. Your great-grandparents ate beets, leafy greens, and vegetables naturally packed with nitrates. Most of us don't anymore. We consume processed foods stripped of these beneficial compounds, and then we wonder why our circulation declines after 60. You're not broken. Your nutritional foundation needs strengthening. Here's what I'd like you to consider. Commit to drinking beetroot juice every morning for 30 days. Just 30 days. Pay attention to how you feel. Notice the warmth gradually returning to your legs. Observe the cramping disappearing. Watch your walking endurance improve. If you'd like, take a photograph of your legs today. Take another in 30 days. You may see visible differences in skin color and any swelling. This approach works. The science is solid. The results are real, but you have to actually implement it. Your circulation won't restore itself. These drinks can be your solution. Your legs deserve this care. Your mobility deserves this attention. Your independence deserves this investment. If you found this information helpful, I'd be grateful if you'd share it with someone who might benefit. We're building a community here of people who want to understand their health clearly and take meaningful action. And if you ever have questions or concerns about your circulation or any aspect of urological health, please don't hesitate to reach out. We're here to support you with both science and compassion. Take good care of yourself. You're worth it.